Yo, my name's AJ Styles, and wrestling is cool and all, but you ever heard about God? I'm the WWE champion, but you know what's more important? The Bible. I don't know what's wrong with this picture, but it looks like he's about to give you a life lesson. My man, could you please read the Bible? Also, can you just please take a moment and think about the fact that this is where WWE Championship rivalry is going? Wow. My man hooked up with Wendy. You think it doesn't get weirder than this? This is an official poster of Hell in a Cell, and someone actually got paid real money to make this. It looks like some kind of Smash That Pussy Extravaganza DVD. Oh god. No, wait a minute. It's not time for the intro yet. I just want you to take a look at this and appreciate this. I don't know, there's something special about this picture. I don't know what it is, but Roman is a one thick boy. Welcome to the greatest show in wrestling history. Welcome to Greatness of Wrestling. How are you guys doing today? We are going to talk about WWE 2K19, and later in this video we are going to make a Smackdown live review. A pretty okay episode in my opinion. As always, yeah boy, the great one, and let's start with WWE 2K19. Remember how in WWE 2K15, 16, 17, 18 they couldn't get the My Career mode right, and it was very bad, and people played it for like a month or less? Well, WWE 2K19 couldn't even get the roster right. Yeah, a lot of big names are missing. So full WWE 2K19 roster was revealed yesterday, and they are getting so much backlash from the fans because huge WWE names that were in previous WWE games are not in this one for not apparent reason. And yes, we still don't know the DLC, but some of these names wouldn't even make sense to be in the DLC of this video game. And yes, a lot of people will say that they probably forgot to put them on the roster page, but they said that this is the whole on-disc roster, meaning that everything except the DLC. Remember when in WWE 2K15 they didn't have Zack Ryder for no reason at all? Well, this is happening again. And before I tell you all the big names that are not gonna be in this year's game, I just want you to know that Victor is in this game. First big names that are not in this game are the Dudley Boys. The last time they were in the game was WWE 2K17, and I don't know why they are not in WWE 2K18, but they are not gonna be in WWE 2K19 as well. Kinda understandable since they weren't in WWE 2K18 and they weren't in WWE for a long time right now, so whatever. However, remember when WWE 2K18 had Rob Van Dam? Well, WWE 2K19 does not. They don't have Rob Van Dam. Kinda shame. Remember when every WWE game for some reason we would get JBL? Well, this year we're not getting JBL, and I don't know why, but JBL is not in the game. Now this one really shocked me. All three versions of Mick Foley are not in the game. No Cactus Jack, no Mankind, no Dude Love, or even Mick Foley. So all four versions of Mick Foley are not in the game apparently. What's the reason behind this? Someone please let me know. I don't think this cannot be legit. This really cannot be legit. It's way too disappointing. You have guys like Rick Martel, Ricky Morton, but you don't have Mick Foley? I don't know. I would love to think that they will include them later in this game. I don't know what's happening. Another big name, Mark Henry. Mark Henry was in pretty much every WWE game. For some reason, he is not in this year's game. A Hall of Famer, not in WWE 2K19 for no apparent reason. Brian Kendrick, who was in 2K18, none in the game. Buddy Murphy, not in the game. Leo Rush? No Leo Rush. Mike and Maria Kanellis, who have been in WWE since like 2016, not in the game. Bobby Lashley, not in the game, but he could still be DLC since he arrived on Monday Night Raw, I think after WrestleMania, so there's a chance for DLC since they really advertise him in pretty much every WWE 2K19 commercial. EC3, same thing, but I wouldn't count on it since his return was a bit too late, so he's not in the game and might not be. Nikki Cross somehow is not in the game, and this one shocked me the most. So one of the best WWE rivalries of 2017-18 is Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano. I love it. I'm not a big fan of NXT, but I love this rivalry. I think everyone can admit the fact that this is one of the best WWE rivalries of all time. Now somehow Somehow Tommaso Ciampa is not in a video game. A current NXT champion is not in this game for I don't know what reason. I really don't know. I would love to think that this is going to be a DLC 2K showcase mode, Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, you know? That makes a lot of sense. We used to get DLC showcase mode, so maybe that's the case. But I don't know. What's the reason? So many big names are not in this game. It's shocking how disappointing this is, and they tweeted, "Thanks for watching the WWE 2K19 roster reveal. Check out the entire on disc roster right here." So yeah, no Mankind, no Tommaso Ciampa, no JBL, a lot of names pretty much. I hope this is the last time 2K are making WWE games. And I'm not even talking about the roster, the whole game sucks. Let's talk about Smackdown Live, everybody. So the show opened with Jeff Hardy, cut a very good promo. He was singing about Obsolete. I don't know what's that all about, but he pretty much said that he cannot wait for his first ever Hell in a Cell match, and he had a match against Shinsuke Nakamura then. It was a pretty decent match, a good way to open this show. I still don't know in which rivalry Shinsuke Nakamura is in. I think he's one of the worst United States champions we've seen in a while, because I still don't know. So we have Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. Where is Shinsuke Nakamura? He's not in a rivalry with Jeff Hardy, with Randy Orton. He's just there sometimes. I don't think he's defending the championship at Hell in a Cell. And then of course in the middle of the match, Randy Orton interfered, pushed Jeff Hardy from the top rope, and Jeff Hardy won the match by disqualification. Then Randy Orton ambushed Jeff Hardy with multiple chair shots to the back, to the chest, until Jeff Hardy got his momentum back, and from this picture I assume he attacked him into the ass or somewhere. And then he delivered a beautiful swanton bomb, which looked absolutely amazing. What shocks me the most about anything in this rivalry, honestly, first of all, I cannot wait. I think this is going to be the best match of the night. But what still amazes me is that Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, were all the most extreme guys of the Attitude Era. The most extreme out of all of these four guys was Jeff Hardy, but he's the only one who's still wrestling. How does that work? Then we got this empty arena promo by AJ Styles, pretty much calling Samoa Joe out, talking about how he should not talk about his family and he's going to do it for his family. Do you know the dangers of social media? Then we got Sonya Deville versus Charlotte. My excitement is off the roofs, my man. I was waiting the whole week to see this match right here. Of course, Charlotte Flair won the match, and then Becky Lynch attacked her from the crowd, and she had a black wig and glasses, and she couldn't recognize her, and pretty much Becky Lynch destroyed Charlotte Flair, and she was about to break her arm, but she didn't, and she pretty much said that I will after I take her championship. Then we got this right here, and someone please explain me this. So Samoa Joe had this book, Night Night AJ by Samoa Joe. So in kayfabe, let's just pretend this is real, right? Wrestling is supposed to be real when you're watching it. They're not saying like we are scripting it. They are pretending that it's real. Whatever, you get the point. This was a very stupid sentence. So you are telling me that Samoa Joe, a monster, spent a week making this book right here. He spent a week making a children's book. Yeah, I'm gonna just... Night Night AJ, wow. Then we got a #1 contenders match between the Rusev Day and Sheamus and Cesaro, in which surprisingly Rusev Day won, so we are getting Rusev Day versus the New Day at Hell in a Cell for the Tag Team Championships. Then we got R-Truth versus Andrade Cien Almas, and it seems like Carmella is now a manager, I guess, for R-Truth. They made their entrance together, and I assume this is a face turn for Carmella. I'm happy with that. I like this pairing, first of all. And we're not getting the annoying Carmella anymore. Thank God. Nothing really interesting about this match. Andrade Cien Almas won by a roll-up because, R-Truth was distracted. And yes, I don't know why they thought this is a good decision, but the main event of SmackDown Live was Maryse versus Brie Bella. First of all, I'm kinda glad to see Maryse back in the ring. I mean, I was a big fan back in like 2010. I think she was one of my favorite, very heelish character. But the majority of the match, she was spending her time outside of the ring, and I'm pretty sure it's because she's probably not ready to compete. You know, it's been a very long time, so I think they were hiding that fact. probably. But Brie Bella got her back into the ring and we were about to get the yes lock, but Miz pretty much just threw Brie Bella out of the arena and she took a bump. So it was kind of weird seeing that in the WWE, you know, men just pushing her out of the ring and she landed. It was very weird and it seems like the Miz was kind of, you know, sorry about that. I'm okay with these kind of things, I just don't want to see men versus women matches in the WWE. The moment we get men and women matches in the WWE as an official rule and an everyday thing is a time when I will stop watching wrestling. Of course, Daniel Bryan didn't really appreciate that, as you can imagine. But Daniel Bryan made a mistake because they were fighting in the ring and the Miz pretty much pushed Daniel Bryan and he went straight into Brie Bella, and then we pretty much got chaos everywhere until Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan were standing tall in this ring. By the way, we have a Yes Mode t-shirt right now. So considering the fact that it was supposed to be Brie Bella versus Maurice in the main event, this turned out to be very entertaining. I really enjoyed it. I think the Miz got a huge amount of heat by accidentally, I guess, attacking Brie Bella. I think that was great. But yeah, I don't know, this Smackdown probably wasn't the best for a, you know, go-home show, but it was pretty decent. I think I would give it like 6.5 out of 10. I think it was better than last week. And that's kinda it for today's episode of Greatness of Wrestling. Let me know what you thought about SmackDown Live, give me your rating, and let me know what do you think about 2K19 roster, why do you think these superstars are not in the game, and let me know, do you think that 2K should stop making 2K WWE games? Thank you for watching this video, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, TheGreatOne. Peace, love and hugs, it's been a pleasure.